I got what you need.
All right, so this is Video Game Chase Crew, and man, today we're going to talk about the top 10 PS5 couch co-op games. Here with me today is the newest member of the Video Game Chase Crew. If you guys don't know by now, this is Proximus. Is that what count with a P, right?
P, Proximus.
Okay, count P, Proximus. Not as in for Optimus Prime. It's for what reason?
Proximus in Latin it means the next. I use Proximus Unus, so it's like the next one.
Okay.
In Latin.
So he's the next one. Oh, that makes sense. Why he's the next one? You dig? So we're gonna get it right into this. A lot of people don't know what couch co-op is, for one, and couch co-op is basically old school way of playing couch co-op games in the same room with a friend. So basically, it's not online play. It's straight with your buddy with a big screen TV, playing games, experiencing those moments for the very first time, and several more times after that with a buddy. So that's what this is. So we're gonna get right into these top 10 PS5 couch co-op games. So number 10, Gran Turismo 7. Now I don't know if you know anything about the Gran Turismo series.
And on PlayStation, it started off on PlayStation 1, right? Yeah,
correct.
It's like one of their like bigger titles.
Correct.
I played the older ones. They're okay. I'm not like a huge racing guy fan, but like I will give the respect for like the Need for Speeds, like some of them, like and whatnot, and Gran Turismo. I'll give the respect because they do seem cool,
right?
I'll definitely give them the respect. How do you feel about it?
There's getting the number 10 spot for me. For one, this game has been in my family for some generations. Everybody, my uncles would play Matter of fact, I remember my uncle getting Gran Turismo. Was it 3? I think it was 3 on the PS2. And this dude is interesting. He knows who he is. So hopefully he's watching this episode. But we had the N64, and me and my two brothers, we was just like, this is a true story. We would like just let him keep and that's 3 of us. It's one of him. We would let him keep our N64 over like the week. Mind you, we were kids with no laptops, no cell phones with data, all this new stuff, And we would let him keep our N64. He played, the whole 9. And this bonehead, I'm just gonna say what it is. Bonehead. He gets his PS2. Didn't want us touching it. At this time, we used to kind of like staying with him, living with him at the time, going to high school and grade school. And he gets the PS2 and wasn't trying to let us play with it if he wasn't at the house. Like, which I kind of get. Yeah. But it was like, come on, dude, really? We have left our system with games for you to play.
Yeah, literally.
So yeah, he's a bonehead for that. But anywho, Gran Turismo 3, they had a lot of great family moments of us playing it, and over the years it was Gran Turismo 4, 5, 6. Actually, I almost came close today getting 6 at a flea market, but they wanted too much money for it, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Then there was Sport, which came out on the PS4 last year. But anywho, 7 had a lot of bugs in it, but the reason it's in my top 2 is because it is a couch co-op game. It's a 2-player racing game. I do know this Gran Turismo edition came with like a soundtrack of some really nice tunes for it. One of the other reasons why I was so hyped to get this is because I'm a huge car person. I'm not I don't work in cars, but I do like them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, a lot of people do. What's that one game? What's that new game that's coming? That's pretty much out. Forza. A lot of people like getting Forza because you could customize the car and whatnot. You can pretty much do everything like virtual that you really can't do in real life. That costs hella money. So that's why I respect it. The people who do like the car, like that's what it caters to. The people who really love like racing games, who love cars, like that's the audience that it definitely targets. So that's why I respect it, because it looks good. Like it definitely always looks good. Like
Yeah, I mean it's got like 400 cars, 90 tracks.
Yep.
So that was one of the things too, is the variety of cars that you have in this game is opposed to some other racing games. I think Forza is right up there neck and neck with it, but it has like a whole lot of cars. And they had the Nissan 3 I want to say it's a 370Z.
Okay.
I know this, but I'm having a moment right now. But it was a 350Z in 03. Then did I say 370? Did I just say 370?
Yes.
Okay, no, 370 is the old one. So in 2009, it came out with the 370Z. And then 2021, of last year, was the Nissan 400Z. I think. We'll get back to that later. But anyway, it's the newest one, and it's the newest Nissan sports vehicle of the Z series, and it's in this game. So there's like a cafe mode, which is pretty cool. You automatically get like $1 million in game credits. At the time it's released, there was a lot of like bugs in it, and I think at one point you couldn't play it, but then they patched it up and made some few things happen. So all in all, still a great game for the most part, and it's Gran Turismo on PlayStation. So that's number 10. All right, number 9.
Next.
Number 9.
Oh,
Chaos Bane, Warhammer Chaos Bane. Now, we just got done playing this game, and yeah, that's the thing. So I put it in the PS5, and we did not do the update. So it potentially could be great, but it was a lot of bugs. I mean, speaking of how did you feel about all these bugs that we see? What did you see in the game? Did you see anything crazy that happened in the game?
Yeah, so, okay, what I want to first start off with, it definitely reminds me, like I was telling you, it reminds me of the Lord of the Rings games for the 360. There was this specific one, I forgot what the, like, subtitle is called, but it's like Lord of the Rings, yada, yada, yada. And it literally is, like, the exact same, like fundamental of it, of, like, you picking your character and you getting the powers and you use each button, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
So I like that nostalgic feeling because I like that Lord of the Rings game. So
okay.
that to me, with the whole powers, the powers were unique, the characters were unique. You know, that was cool. But like, now let's jump into the bugs. The bugs, that was ridiculous. I never seen like, I honestly never seen NPCs like or enemies flying in the air, and my gun is auto aiming, hitting them in the air, and they can't do anything about it. It felt like I was just like overpowered. Like it felt
basically
weird. Like,
yeah,
right?
it did feel like
too
that.
easy. Like it felt like I was in God mode, and I'm like or like a mod or something, you know, like a mod in a game. It was weird.
Well, to me, it felt like they were in God mode, in my opinion, because they were above us and we couldn't touch them. I was like, I'm over here, I got an axe.
That's true.
Swinging. They're above me, and basically they get away with murder.
yeah, pretty much. And imagine like you have to, you know, some of the objectives you had to defeat all the enemies.
Yeah.
So how are you going to defeat all the enemies when they're fucking flying in the air?
Very true.
Oh,
very
man,
true. So that
terrible.
was a little crazy. So why is this in our top 10? Well, for instance, this is a couch co-op game. It's a 4-player game. Mind you, like we were saying before, there was an update that we didn't download to see what that experience could be like. So we're still putting it in the top 10 because all in all, it was a pretty decent game. It had potential for 4 players. Also, too, he was saying how it reminded him of, and I don't mean to keep saying this, but it's a lot of fun. And people need to know this for context, is that I met Chris, Mr. Proximus, at the Bloomington convention, and we have a substantial age gap. So, and I think, but even though it's crazy for gameplay, but also too is also great too because he can speak from a newer perspective, and I can speak from an older perspective of some of the games that I played that he may not know about. And he said, "Oh man, I want to check that out." You know, so for instance, I was telling him how Gauntlet is kind of what this reminded me of. You know, with these warlocks with these special powers, and you go through the game and stuff like that. And that's what this reminded me of. And also, too, Gauntlet was a 4-player game on the Dreamcast, PS2, original Xbox, and so on and so on. So, but for the most part, I think it was a decent game. Yeah, that's all we could really say about that right now. So, that's number 9. So we're gonna put that there. Number 8. Okay, Dirt 5 I played a little bit about this game.
Is this another racing game?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a Dirt 5. Yeah. This one is a split screen, 4-player again game, and it I think that's like 100 career events, a lot of crazy events in this game, a decent amount of cars that you can play with in this game, and to me, it has like it's gonna hold like at least like 50 gigs of space, so that's kind of up there. But all in all, to me, I think it was a decent couch co-op game, and it was running better than the Gran Turismo. So I didn't experience any bugs playing this Dirt 5 game. Have you ever played any of the Dirt series?
I haven't even heard of Dirt, honestly.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's like an off road and on road type of game with different vehicles that are on road and off road. So
gotcha.
Again, it's in that top 10 list because you can play 4 players, split screen. So with these newer systems, you're not seeing a whole lot of these couch co-op games, but I'm starting to notice that these companies are starting to get back into it, like PlayStation, Xbox. They're starting to see like, okay, there's importance in this.
Yeah.
Also, too, if I'm not mistaken, I think Nintendo sold a lot of systems during the 2020 when COVID happened because a lot of people want to play together again. A lot of families, a lot of things were shutting down, and they had to find games that they could play with their families. You know what I mean? In the same room, and that's why this video is so important, is because people want to start playing with their families again. I feel like it's important. Like we need to get together.
Even like that online aspect, like you don't even see like a lot of online co-op games anymore. Like remember in the 2011, 12, 13, you had like Dead Space, Mass Effect. You had like all these like co-op campaign play like games, and like now it's like all multiplayer or like battle royale, and it's like, dude, like we need some more of this like good co-op games again, man.
Right. So that's Dirt 5. We're gonna move on to
Super Monkey Ball.
What is it, 7?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Super Monkey Ball. So Super Monkey Ball, actually, I haven't really played any of these. Have you played any?
Really?
No.
I played, the ones on the game, Super Monkey Ball 1, 2, and I have the Super Monkey Ball Adventure, which came out like for like, I think it was on the Dreamcast and PS2. They had Super Monkey Ball Adventure. But the Super Monkey Ball series, personally, it's fun. It's like a fun little it's like a little racing game. It's like these monkeys, they're in a bubble, and they basically go through like these courses, obstacles and whatnot. And you have to. The goal is to get to the end of the course without falling off. It's just like one straight shot. So yeah, you could play with your friends. They have like mini games inside. Like there's a mini game where like you're kind of flying and then you have to drop the ball and it like has to hit targets, kind of like darts, but like with the monkey balls. Yeah. There's like a little punching game.
Soccer, gutsy here.
Yep. There's like that game you can like punch the people off. Yeah, this one's a little. They have more mini games in there. I haven't played those mini games.
Yes. So and that's another thing too. I was looking at here is that the Super Monkey Ball it is a 4-player game as well. There are 12 party games here. You do get to play as Sonic and Tails.
What?
Which
I didn't even see that.
I didn't even know.
Me neither. I just seen that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's over 300 stages of gameplay.
Interesting.
This seems pretty cool. So, yeah, Super Monkey Ball, definitely a 4-player game on the PS5. If you don't have it, I think I got this for like $20-$25. So,
but get that. Nintendo owns Sega now, right? Technically, or no?
I don't think Nintendo owns Sega, but I think Sega licenses their games
more to Nintendo. Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion, to Nintendo. Yeah. But certain games do get crossed over, of course, still to like PlayStation or whatever. For instance, with this one. So this is a Sega brand game, but it's, it's on the PS5.
Gotcha.
For play. That's that. Cool. The 7. 6 here, we got Borderlands 3. Now, Borderlands 3 came out on the PS4 and Xbox.
Yes.
Did they have a Borderlands on the Switch?
You know what? I want to say no. I don't, because personally, I don't even think a Switch could run Borderlands. I feel like it would be so laggy. Like, I don't know. But I don't think they threw a Borderlands on the Switch, personally.
Probably so. Anywho, it's number 6 because, again, it's another couch co-op 4-player game. This reminds me of another game that we're gonna get into, which is our top 3. Okay. But lot of dope guns that you can use in this game. What else could you say about Borderlands? I know you play more of the 1 and 2 series. Like,
yeah. So
how was the story? Was they have like decent story mode with this game, or not really?
You know what? If you want me to be honest with you, I don't like the story in Borderlands. It's kind of like I said, it's like rinse and repeat. You're kind of doing the same things. You're just going around, running around, talking to people, and then you just move and you walk a long distance to the next like objective that you have to do. And it's like these like little petty tasks. And like I said, throughout the game, you get cooler guns and whatnot, and I think that's cool. But I remember the huge problem I had with it is, like, let's say my friends, like, we could play together because that was an online co-op game. So let's say I want to play with him, but I'm not on the same day every day as him. So let's say he starts his story and he goes like let's say a chapter ahead. Mm-hmm. Now the enemies are like 3-4 levels above me. My gun does nothing. Like I'm emptying like 4 clips and it's like not doing anything. Like wow. and I'm like useless to the game now because my friend is like a chapter ahead. And I didn't really like that. I understand why it's like that, but I just don't like that aspect because I feel like I should be able to help. Like, let's say my friend's stuck on a level.
Right.
I should be able to go in there, help him out, and we could beat it together. But I really can't. I'm more of like a handicapped because I'm level 13 and the enemies are level like 15, 17, and I'm just getting absolutely destroyed.
Wow.
And I'm losing so much ammo. Yeah, that was my like personal experience about it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's 6.
I'm right? Sorry. How about you?
I think was that 6?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, again, I mean, when I played Borderlands, I also did have it on the Vita. Borderlands 2 came out on the Vita. Yeah, because of just that little robot at the beginning of the game, it was just slow pace for me. I really just could not get into it. Then once it start kind of going, matter of fact, you know what? I take that back. I played once I got past the robot because I did play this recently. It's on here somewhere. Yeah, it's up there. Once I got past the robot thing, I'm like, okay, cool. It reminded me of this other game that we're going to get into, and then it was decent. It's definitely some of the, I won't say mechanics, but some of the gameplay is slightly different as far as like just how to get the weapons is different opposed to this other game that we're going to get into. But we'll mention it when we get there. But anywho, so that's Borderlands 3. And this is the Ultimate Edition. This is very hard to find at GameStop because I could not find this for a minute. Really? And it was online. So it's not easy to find. Okay. Because there was a PS4 version and a Xbox version. Mm-hmm. But for collector's sake, if you see it, and you want a couch co-op game, get that. All right. So it's that. Gotcha. Okay. I know I was trying to feel like, how do we get mixed up? Okay, so this next one I want to talk about is King of Fighters. King of Fighters it comes with like 39 characters. It is a couch co-op, 2-player game. And the online play is great too about this game. So I remember when this first came out, I was pretty ecstatic. The visuals on here is outstanding for a fighting game. And I like that it had a lot of characters for one. It's not some of these games like DNF Duel and what was the other one? Guilty Gear. They have like 12 or 13 fighters in these games. It's like, dude, is this the N64 days or something? Like, give me some more fighters.
You need variety.
Yeah, I need more variety. You know, especially if you're paying $60. You know. I agree. All in all, have you played King of Fighters at all?
I think I might have played the old ones, but I
played this one.
No newer ones anytime recently.
We might have to get into this just so you can check out like one match.
Okay.
But yeah, King of Fighters, it's SNK, and it's a decent game. Like I said, 68 gigs, so keep that in mind. Definitely get some storage. But all in all, decent game. So it's in here, and it's like I said, it's a 2-player game. So it's in that top list.
Alrighty.
All right, now we're at that top 4. Top 4 is kind of tough for me, but I'm gonna say DNF Duel. And the reason why I'm giving this one that top 4 is because again, this was a 2-player game. It's a 2.5D fighting game. The mechanics on here was good. The gameplay was great. And I believe and also like the online play was pretty good too. And it only has 9 gigs for this game.
Really?
Not a whole lot of fighters. It's like a small amount of space. But you know, probably because they don't have many characters. So that's probably why. But DNF Duel, definitely one. If you don't have it, just came out on the PS5. I would check it out. Definitely a good pickup.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now we're getting down to the top 3. This is going to be tough. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Now, this is very hard because I had this almost like top 2. And it went down a slat notch to 3. First off, this game that we were talking about earlier with Borderlands is basically, I think, a little bit of a spinoff of Borderlands. How was your experience playing this game?
All right, personally, I thought it was pretty good. Like I said, the start was like weird when we were around the table. That was like a little like, all right, come on, let's hurry up. But once you got into like that like imaginary world and we started like fighting the zombie or like, you know, the skeletons or whatever, and I loved how the narrator, every time she talked, it interacted with the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like basically, we were basically just walking around shooting, and it had that Borderlands fundamental. So basically, we were going into chests, finding new weapons, and like the ice weapon, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that what was the other gun you said? Was the mag, or what was it called? It's something I pulled out after we got the ice gun. It was another gun we were just using a minute ago.
Was the SMG?
That's it. The SMG.
The SMG. Yeah, it's like
they got some axes in this game.
Yep.
You're basically, as soon as you get your first, like, what the hell they call that thing? The crossbow.
Yep.
You're shooting some skeleton crazies that are running towards you. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like, dang, hold on, I just got a gun or just got a weapon, and now these things are coming full blast.
Yep.
This also Tiny Tina's Wonderland is a 4-player local co-op, and we really didn't even want to turn it off and go to another game.
Yeah,
I could tell he was trying to get locked in.
Yep.
He was asking me, did they have a PC version? I believe they do. I'm not 100% sure about that. Y'all let us know in the comments if they do or not. But
I also asked if was it online. Was it only local?
No, it's online as well.
It's online as well.
Same thing, 4 players.
Trust me, I'm definitely gonna probably pick that up sometime next week.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it gets crazy the more you play it. Like there's some bosses on it is like crazy. There's a unicorn. I mean, I know you like unicorns, you know, rainbows.
Okay. What a guy.
Total joke.
What a guy.
Total joke. But yeah, you know, they actually do have unicorns in the game. Yeah, I played this with my daughter. I want to say a few months when it first came out, and she was glued to the screen like, okay, I want to play again.
Literally.
And that's usually a good thing to get like a 7-year-old kid to really be in tune with the game. So Tiny Tina's Wonderland. And I think I got some code here. I need to actually download this.
Oh yeah.
In the game, it's a Golden Hero armor pack. I keep forgetting to do this.
That paper too, man. Never.
See, look.
Yep.
Yeah, 2027. I got this too. Dragon Lord pack.
That's pretty cool.
I need. You know what? We need to leave this game out. Yeah. I definitely need to get to this soon and like download this stuff.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah. So that's number 3. Tiny Tina's Wonderland on the PS5. All right, top 2. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Now, this game is a 2-player local co-op.
Yep.
And you get to go back and relive all 9 of the Star Wars films. That's basically what this game entails. And as well, you know, there's hundreds of characters, everybody from Darth Maul to Luke Skywalker and Leia and Chewbacca.
What's crazy about what you just mentioned with the skins, they have variants too. So like, it's not even just one like Luke. It'll be like a Luke with like his Tatooine like clothes on. Then it'll be like Luke like with the helmet, like when he's in the X-wing. Yeah, they have like variety of the skins. Really? It's actually really cool. Yes, a lot of variety. They put the Mandalorian in there. You could walk around with Guru, like the little baby Yoda, like following you in his little pod.
Oh, really?
It's raw. Definitely raw. You gotta check it out, man.
Some I didn't even know. See. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's 20 iconic planets, action-packed battles across like the entire saga. So it's, I mean, all 9 films are one, and I think this is the first time this has been done because they came out with a version on the 360 of a Star Wars Saga or something. I think it was like one game.
It was. I think it's the complete saga, and it had 1 and 2 on there.
Okay,
right?
There you go, 1 and 2. And then it was like another version of The Force Awakens on the 360, but that was just, of course, just that film's game. So now, I mean, now you actually get all 9 So you're probably gonna be playing this for some hours. I would have to think.
Me and my friend, I think we put like 5 hours in the game, and I want to say like we're probably like long game. I'm telling you, it actually goes throughout the like films pretty decently, and like you get even more out of it too, because there's like, you know, like they'll talk about like the lake and whatnot, and they'll like incorporate like, you know, like these big monsters that are in the lake, and they'll be like following you in the submarine, and like there's not, you never seen any of that in like a Star Wars film, but like they give you a little extra of like the wildlife and like what's around you and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mind you, too, when this game came out, it was $60. That was the asking price. Yep. I waited till it went on sale for like $40.
Smart. That's smart.
And then that's when I got it. I'm like, I'm not paying $60 for no Lego game. Sorry, I don't care how good it is.
I don't blame you.
$40. So that's the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Okay, number one.
I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
Number one.
I'll give it to you.
Goes to one of the first games I got on my PS5. As soon as I seen it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this. And if you don't, this is, matter of fact, once you get 2 controllers, this probably should be the first game you get. I'm just going to be honest with you. And if you have kids, it's going to be the only game you're going to get. That is Sackboy: A Big Adventure. And the Sackboy, of course, is from the Little Big Planet series.
Yep.
I wasn't huge on Little Big Planet. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a game. I just didn't really get into playing them a lot. I think now that they aren't good. I think Little Big Planet 2 I heard was the best out of the 3. I just haven't really sat down and actually played them and get a great opinion. So I can't really give opinion on them.
I feel like I'm on the same page with you, because I played a little bit of it, but it didn't like engage. Like I didn't get engaged that much, so I put it down.
Right.
And I
that was the same thing with me. So I'm like, if it don't grab me like right away, I'm kind of like, yeah. But Sackboy grabs you right away, in my opinion. I mean, it's again, this is a 4-player, local co-op.
Can't beat it.
Your old lady. You know what I'm saying? Whoever she might be, if she's actually old, whatever. And your kids. You got 2 kids. You know, you come home from church, you know, hallelujah, you know, and you want to get down, but to get down, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to put on Sackboy. First off, the soundtrack is amazing. You got Uptown Funk by was it Bruno Mars and I forgot the other guy who's the DJ. I think it was actually his record, and Bruno Mars was on it. I have one of the two. But anywho. They have that song here, man. Some other great records, man. And it reminds you of like it's a platformer, you know. So it reminds you like the Mario, the Sonics, type things, but with 4 players, and also you play it online as well. There's a bunch of like gadgets and stuff. Like you get to also there's a lot of what's the word I'm gonna use. A lot of things that you can find within the game, and you can change your character's appearance. In the game, so you get like sunglasses, new outfits, you know, the whole 9. And that to me was very exciting and very enjoyable, you know, as well for the kids. You know what I'm saying as well. So that's our top 10 of the PS fighting games.